What's up, freaking world? Welcome back to another Stay Fresh production. I'm Justin Copeland, and once again joined by...
I'm Grace.
Grace is back, and we have a very special video for you guys. Before we get into that, I want to let you know we're going to have a little commercial break later on because T. Hanley is the sponsor of this video. We'll talk more about him later, but today's a special video because I don't know when you're seeing this exactly from the time we filmed it, but I put out a little feeler, a little poll of sorts to see what types of fragrances were your guys' absolute favorites that you would want to see Grace rate in a video, which is kind of a daring thing to do because we're putting your favorites on the chopping block here, but I thought it'd be a lot of fun. But oh, me too. And we had so many responses. It was like 160 comments, and I only asked for one, and some of you guys gave me like 8. Which was actually cool because what I ended up doing was I looked through all of your comments and I prioritized the fragrances that either Grace has not smelled before or we have not had her talk about in a video. But I think most of these you haven't smelled yet, if I'm not mistaken. So we have some new blood here. So hopefully there's not too much blood on the battlefield by the end of it, but we'll see. Grace, how do you feel about it?
I'm ready. Don't take this personally.
No, that's rule number 1. This is all fun and games.
This one's very fresh, very citrusy, kind of green.
Okay.
Like a little sharp, but like in a clean way. Okay. I like it. It's pleasant. It's not off-putting. It's also not like super unique. I'd say it's probably designer, and I'd give it like a 7.
That's about what I expected. Okay, yeah. This is a classic. This came out in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it smells that way.
It doesn't.
This is one that a lot of men wore. A lot of men and a lot of dudes still do. This is called Drakkar Noir by Laroche. Yeah, this is an absolute classic. It's actually kind of a complex fragrance. It's a lot going on, but it comes together to be kind of a fougere. It's aromatic. It's spicy, it's herbaceous, it's sweet, it's woody. It's just like everything is in there. All the elements are there for like a classic man's fragrance. 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I wouldn't say it's super interesting, but it smells really nice. It's classic. It's kind of a historic scent to have. So that's Drakkar Noir, 7 out of 10. Not bad. Not a bad start. All right. Next up. Alrighty.
Okay. This is very interesting.
Okay. Okay. I think I see where your nose is taking you.
Does this have cumin in it?
I knew that's what you were gonna say. Yes, it has cumin in it.
It smells like...
I knew you were gonna pick it out.
It smells like straight up like BO to me. Like, I can smell that it smells better on skin.
I think I've worn this once and you said something nice.
I'm also getting like a citrus and like, there's something a little bit darker, but I can't really identify what it is. I don't really feel like it's coming out on the paper. But the cumin is very strong, like a 5 on paper.
This is one of my favorites.
No.
Cartier Déclaration.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me that it's Cartier because it reminds me of the other Cartier that you rated really high in the fall video that also has cumin in it.
Oh, yeah, so that's the Parfum version of this. And so it's based on this DNA. I do agree on paper, it's definitely funkier than perhaps it is on skin. On skin, you get a lot more of the cardamom and the bitter orange. It's spicier and zingier. At least it's like a fresh spicier, but anyway, 5 out of 10. That's fine.
Sorry.
Just fine.
We're gonna shut it down now, you guys.
There you go.
This is very boozy. I like this one. A little bit sweet and kind of dry smokiness too, almost like, and like a little bit earthy. The more I smell it, the more I like it. Yeah, like 7.5.
All right, best so far by a little bit.
What is it?
An underrated house called Laroche. It's called Encre Noir à l'Extrême. So this is the flanker to the original Encre Noir, which literally means black ink. So this is the extreme version, but many people say that it's even more wearable than the original. This is based on a lot of vetiver. So that's where you're getting that dry, smoky woodiness, the earthiness. Vetiver, there's some balsamic quality in here, which brings the sweetness, maybe like myrrh or something like that. Technically, I don't think there's any booziness, but I can see where you're coming from. There's a damp quality to it. Maybe mixed with the resins, with the earthiness can kind of bring that, but 7.5, all right. Our front runner at the moment. Let's be real. You guys clicked on this video because you wanted to see if Grace might validate some of your favorite fragrances. This would of course mean that what you're wearing makes you smell good, which in turn makes you more attractive, but you and I both know that it's not just your fragrance that makes you more attractive. It is you taking care of yourself, how you dress, especially how you take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Tiege Hanley as the sponsor of today's video. Over the past couple of months, they've actually really helped me maintain my skincare routine by making the whole process just so uncomplicated. That's honestly the best part about it. I recommend starting with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics that you need. A daily face wash, get rid of the dirt and grime. 2 times per week exfoliant to get rid of dead skin cells. A nice AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you got to protect your skin from the sun, and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy while you sleep. My favorite part about Tiege Hanley is that every box comes with this handy instruction card that really just outlines how you use each product, when to use them, and in what order, in such a streamlined way. I mean, just look at it. It's so simple. It actually makes it so I kind of look forward to my morning routine and nightly routine. I'm kind of hooked on their products, honestly. I've really noticed a difference in the clarity of my skin. Because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering you guys, the Fresh Squad, a great deal. Just click on the first link in the description and you will not only get Tiege Hanley for the best possible price, they'll also give you a free gift with your first box. Click that link and get started for just 30 bucks. Back to the video. Here we go.
This smells like a really basic dude fragrance to me.
So I can already hear the keyboard. I can hear the guys. There's a lot of people upset.
I know. I knew as soon as I smelled it.
No, but here's the thing. I'm not mad at you. Does it smell good?
It's not.
It's pleasant, right?
Yes, it's pleasant, and there's nothing about it like wows me or intrigues me or like if I smelled this on a guy, I would be like, wow, you smell clean, you smell good, but I wouldn't be like, what are you wearing?
Exactly. I feel the same way.
The other thing about it is it kind of smells a little synthetic to me, which
I
feel like
totally.
No, I'm gonna give it like a 5. Like it's not like a bad smell, It's
just uninspiring.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Sorry, everyone.
I mean, I think it's hilarious. I kind of knew this would happen. This is from Chanel. It's called Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. I have this overhyped series going on. This was in one of those episodes. I think it's an overhyped fragrance. It is. Now, what that means is that if you like it, that doesn't mean you're wrong. Like it, wear it. But I agree with you. This is something that if you're a guy and you want to impress women with your fragrance, and with this one in particular, you'll have a better chance of doing that with younger women, perhaps, like in their early to mid 20s, or if you're in college, this might do it. But obviously you've smelled a lot of different things. You're not really moved by this. So it's all about your target audience. Keep that in mind. It'll have you smelling clean, it'll have you smelling fresh and very pleasant, but you're not gonna stand out. And if you don't want to, that's fine, but that's my philosophy. Stand out with your fragrance. You've only got so much time on this earth. You might as well be an individual. Anyway, here's our next one.
Oh wow, sharp right turn here. This smells like candy.
It's quite sweet. Very
sweet, super fruity. Some elements of it kind of remind me of 1 Million Lucky.
I see that. Somewhat of an edible quality to
it. Kind of mouth-watering in a way. Yeah, not unpleasant, but not like knock me over.
Sure.
But it smells good. Like 6.5.
Okay, so this is a brand new fragrance to me. And this is actually a special scent. I haven't even given it a full wearing yet. I tested it for the first time today.
Okay.
on my skin, and I really enjoy it. On the skin, there's more depth to it for sure. This is called Soul Cafe by a black-owned brand called Savoir Faire, and this is actually a gift from, we know him as
Dapper Daddy.
Dapper Daddy Haberdasheries. You gotta remember, I always forget your real name because we never interface with you with your real name. I know you just told it to me, but I feel like I heard it for the first time when you told me. And
Hi,
this is from him.
Hi, Emma.
He's been bugging me about getting this for months, and he said, if you don't get it, I'm just gonna send it to you. So he did that. He really wanted you to smell it. On the skin, it's gonna be different for sure.
Yeah.
But I do really like it already. Just the testing I've done, there's a lot of blood orange in there. There's tobacco in there.
I honestly think on the skin it would be a lot more,
Yes.
a lot deeper. On the paper, it's a little flat.
Yeah,
Paper never
I
does it
agree.
justice.
I agree. I think you'll be the judge.
This one is vanilla, almost a little almond. Yeah, it's got some like depth to it and richness and like definitely interesting. I really like this one. I don't know if it's almond, but it's kind of nutty. And also I think on the skin it would be darker.
Yes.
So far this is my
Yes.
favorite. I'm gonna give this an 8.
I had a feeling that would be your favorite. So 8 out of 10.
Does it have almond in it?
No almond. This is Tabac Rose
Oh yeah.
from BDK, which you smelled once before.
Imitate
And
that.
yes, so rose, chocolate, a
so
dusty
good.
tobacco, maybe some cinnamon. And it's beautiful. There's a lot of depth here, and it changes quite a bit on the skin. It becomes very dry and dusty. There's also plum in here, like a juicy plum, almost like my mouth is watering. But there is a bit of a bitterness in there, which I could get from maybe almond. Almond can be bitter and creamy and nutty. That's a solid rating.
Super yummy.
Totally agree with that. I've been really curious about your thoughts on this.
This is so good.
Whoa, not what I expected.
There's like a fruit, very forward fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, this is really good. It's very like sweet and creamy and soft.
Okay.
Not overpowering, like it almost kind of like dances around. But it's really, really nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna say like 8.5.
8.5. Even a little bit higher than the other one. Tobacco.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised. This is from Dior. This is called Fahrenheit Le Parfum. This is the Parfum version of Fahrenheit, which I believe is discontinued. I didn't have this when we did our Dior video, and I wish I did, but I'm glad I have it now. This was actually a trade with a friend.
That's
My
good.
friend Kelvin. I gave him a bottle of Brass and Soul. He sent this to me, so thank you, Kelvin. This is the original Dior Fahrenheit, which, if I remember correctly, you weren't crazy about.
I wasn't.
Yeah. Violet leaf and leather. So a green, sharp, almost metallic, some people say like, almost like gasoline type of like herbaceousness with leather. But what they did here is they added rum and vanilla and licorice. So
Interesting.
yeah, this boozy, licoricey sweetness and warmth. And if you can't really tell, but the juice is actually green, like almost like emerald green.
Really?
Yeah, it's strange, but I'm so surprised.
I like it way more than I like the other one.
I have to give it a wear and see, because I've been like, I don't know, she hated the original. I don't know if she's gonna like this. But
Maybe I'll like it more
maybe
now. It was a long time.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. We'll
Maybe
see.
the vanilla warmed it up.
Yeah, I think I actually do like this more than the original as well.
Do you?
Yeah. Let me know if you get it. I get it, but it's not as strong as I thought it'd be. You get it. All right.
You might need to respray it though.
Okay. Yeah, it's there. Uh-oh, guys. But at the same time, I'm not surprised knowing your taste.
This is not my favorite combination.
Yes.
This scent profile I'm like spending more time with, and it
Yes.
is growing on me, but I find it very off-putting.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you're consistent.
It's very powdery, it's sweet, almost like in a headachy kind of way to me personally, my personal taste.
Okay.
I think it's better on skin. I think if it was the right person in the right environment and it didn't like turn on your skin, it would be amazing.
Yeah. And one other thing to keep in mind, and this is the biggest flaw with this type of smelling. Smelling it like
Straight up.
this in your nose.
Yeah.
With any fragrance, really. Obviously, some of them you actually really enjoy.
Yeah.
But when you have stuff that has very like intense elements, like intense powderiness.
White
as iris.
florals.
Yes.
Heavy on the white
Yes,
florals.
heavy white florals. Neroli, jasmine. Yes.
All my favorites.
Yes. A little bit of sandalwood. I think there's some ylang ylang in here, which gives it quite a bit of a sweetness. It's a sweet floral.
I don't hate this as much as I would have like 10 months ago.
Okay,
but it's not my favorite.
Not
I'm
your
gonna give
taste.
it a 6 and
Not
a
your
half.
taste. Okay. So this is definitely a dagger to the side of many, which is okay. This is a darling from Amouage. This is Reflection Man.
Oh, I have smelled this, I think.
This is a favorite of mine. This is a favorite of many. This is probably their best seller, I would say. And this is like many people's introduction to the house of Amouage. It's kind of unlike anything else they create. It's this powdery, fresh, kind of creamy, definitely sweet, but it's for men. It's like a very handsome, like you wear it in a light gray suit to a wedding kind of thing. I think if you really dress it up, you don't put on too much, because at least this bottle that I have is pretty potent. In the air, it's just super like, wow.
Head turning.
Yeah, just like that's
elegant.
really, really nice, you know. Anyway, what did you give it again?
6 and a half.
6 and a half. Okay, this is the chopping block. There's a little bit of blood. We'll clean it up. It'll be all right.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
This is just my taste though,
Exactly.
and it's on paper,
And it's on paper,
and it's one
up
night,
close. Yes,
and you know.
that's right. After a long day of everything in life, then we do this, and all of that affects. There's no getting around it.
Everything.
Okay, just 2 more.
Whoa, this is great.
I don't know if I would have got that from your reaction, but I'm glad you like it.
Well, because it's like so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this smells really good. This is like kind of smoky and sexy, and smells a little boozy to me.
Okay, yeah, I get what you mean by that.
It kind of reminds me of like you're in kind of like the back corner of a cozy like bar, leather around, and it's maybe a little, the building's kind of older, but it's like charming and
Dimly lit.
I feel like it's very transportive.
Oh.
I think this is my favorite one I've smelled.
Wow. Okay, I had a feeling that could happen.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
African leather. Leather indeed.
I love this one.
From Memo. I can't remember when you smelled this. Did I wear
in
it?
Vegas.
That's right. That's right. Okay. I love this stuff.
It's so good. I almost gave it a 10.
Wow. It's really good.
It's so
and it's
good.
very
I think
powerful.
the balsamic is what I thought was boozy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's technically any resins in there, but it always smells that way to me. There's cardamom, leather. There's a little bit of a freshness from lavender, maybe
This
some.
smells so
It's
amazing.
really good. You wear it on a night out, classy, like head turning stuff for sure. The last one is a very special fragrance. It's here on my arm, and that's all I'm gonna say. Give it a smell. About here.
That smells great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very spicy, very warm, a little bit sweet.
Okay.
Your arm smells good. Like 8.5.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So this was an experiment. This is a test to show how paper can be whack. John Varvatos. I wanted redemption. Nobody asked for this, but I'm like, I'm gonna throw it in there. I want redemption. And I figured it would be different. I knew it would. And here we are. The living proof. Skin is the final decider. So that's that. 8 out of 10?
I said 8.5.
8.5. I love this stuff.
I know you.
It smells great.
The winner is African leather.
We just got higher and higher and higher as we went up.
Kinda
Reflection Man was a
organized,
dip a little bit, but
It's very reflective of
your taste.
my taste.
Yes, you like kind of a warmer, darker,
Darker.
sweeter, maybe spicier fragrance.
And I'm also very into like transportive.
We are very much the same in that. That's what I'm looking for. I want this to be sparked. And again, if you're not looking for that, that's fine. Anyway, Grace, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for all your submissions. This was a lot of fun. I hope you weren't hurt by
hate
this.
me.
Let us know what you think down in the comments. Again, take it lightly. especially those of you who love the Chanel. I know a lot of you do. It is what it is. This is where we're at. In fact, I had you smell this on my skin one time, and you said the same thing. So anyway, make sure you subscribe, join the Fresh Squad today. Increase, enhance, elevate, improve, and evolve your freshness.
Ooh, yes.
Your freshness being you bringing your best self into every situation in life, treating people with respect and understanding to the best of your ability, and we use fragrance as at least a starting place for that. You'll feel it, others will smell it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. See you in the next one.